Hey there everyone, welcome. My name's Emily, listen to the YouTube video. Yeah, we're here in the fabulous world of MSFS. And today we're flying the KLM 737-700. And we're going up, as the title should hopefully suggest, from Amsterdam up to Copenhagen. So what we'll do, I'll hop into the cockpit. It's not the cab anymore, I'm not used to cabs. Nearly said cab there. Let's go into the cockpit and get this aircraft ready for a trip to Copenhagen today. Respectfully, shut up. What are you shouting about? Okay, you've shut up. Perfect. So, IRS is INS GPS. So, I'm not using a specific checklist for this. Sorry, I'm using a sort of mental checklist to get us prepared for a flight. So, FMC. I can hide that now. That's fine. I need to update my AirRack data. I'll do that in due course. We're going from Echo Hotel Alpha Mike to Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. KLM 159 Alpha. And let's check our winds. Schiphol ATIS.
Schiphol Airport information. Quebec 1000 Zulu. Wind 168 at 8. Visibility 5. Sky condition. Ceiling 1,700 feet overcast.
1-8 Charlie.
11. Dew point 10. QNH 29er decimal minor 4. ILS runway 18 center visual runway 18 left and ILS runway 18 right in use.
There we go. So we'll depart 18 center, and we are departing to a place called Andik, which was low-key hoping for an Andik departure. I'm not gonna lie. Bear with me whilst I quickly look at what direction EHAM charts. That's not particularly up to date actually, is it? So let's go for VACC. And we're looking at parking, docking. I want departures, please. That's all parking, docking charts. I want a departure chart. Yeah, okay. What we'll do, we'll skip. We're not going to do a SID, and we're just going to put Andik in as our departure waypoint. So route, next page, ANDIK. And it's in the northern hemisphere, so we're going to go that way. So it's basically a U-turn after departure, which is absolutely fine. Then it's Kicks, followed by Groany. Good on it. Followed by oh no, disregard. We want to delete that. And we want to take a Mike 105 airway as far as Opjot. This basically simplifies my input a lot. Classic. What about pop zoom? Right, okay, I'm just going to do the one at a time. So, Groany, we said EEL, which is the elder. I'm just going to have a look at my tracks. So then it's Axon. Well, that's fun. Cuts me. Oh, this is great fun. So I think it's when we enter probably the German FIR that the struggle starts. Right, so what about Stade? There we go. That gets us in the right direction. So that's within a few miles of being on track. Then we're going to go to Hamburg. And then a straight line to Gaska. And then we do our arrival from Monac. We'll worry about that as we get a bit closer. So we'll activate that route, execute it, program. So 370 miles, that corresponds with the distance that I'm expecting it to be. Let's do some initializations. So FS actions on this side will do. Fuel. Yeah, 55%, £25,000. So we'll just say 25,000. In our fuel. Let's do a randomized little payload. One thing that fairly high, a 73 will do. And that is a gross weight of 136.1. Fuel reserves of £5,000. Cost index 31. Cruise flight level 33,000. We don't have any of that information available. We'll do a 22k D rate because, well, shouldn't do a 20. We want a really long runway. 20k D rate's absolutely fine. Take off a flap 5. And then 131, 133, 137. Takeoff trim, just so that we've got that, is so takeoff CG is 22.9. And that gives us a trim setting of 5.93, which I'll scroll up to. And that is our aircraft set up in an optimal kind of way. All right. So we'll pretend, like I said, whilst we've been doing that, all the passengers have been boarding. As we're fully fueled and ready to go places to do things, fasten seatbelt sign, that's on, and we'll start doing our doors and our prep for departure. So we'll do doors, close the left one, close the cargo doors, and ground services will, yeah. So we haven't got an air cart, do we? No, I'm gonna have to stick the APU on and get myself the heck out of Dodge. So yeah, we could probably get an air cart arranged, to be fair, but it is what it is. No, yeah, the APU's not even started yet, I don't think. There we go. APU starts up. Release this to the air stairs. Do a quick little check on the progress. Fuel estimate on arrival 19 tons, £19,000. That's absolutely fine. Got rid of those. We'll release the two loaders, and then try again on that doors menu. There we go. Door menu is now closed. I'm going to be a bit naughty with my APU. APU is now available, so we'll turn everything over to APU. I'm going to table both my AC packs just for now because we need to start the aircraft up. And we want to take off. We've got fuel in all tanks, correct? Yes, we've got some in the centre as well. So I'm going to turn all my fuel pumps on. And what we'll do is I will set my parking brake. I will go back to ground services. And then we're going to get pushed out and get on our way. So release the ground cart. And then remove the wheel chocks. And we can do our pushback. So we'll get pushed back straight out. Do you need to set chocks for it to work or something? Okay. Get my way. So release the tail brakes. And now that we're pushing, we'll start engine number 2. Engine start sequence will be 2 and then 1. We're waiting for 14% of N2 and then we'll put fuel in. There we go. Disarm our speed brake for now. You do omit in this aircraft for takeoff though, so that is set correctly in theory. I'm just going to quickly go to my external camera. Okay, and we'll shift P there. No, dear God, no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Ah, fuck this. I've broken the script to the point it thinks I'm in that parking spot and it's giving me a pushback tug for that. Oops. No. No. Don't do me like this, game. So, now that I'm here, I've got one engine started. We'll start engine number 1 at the same time. No! Game! Why are you doing me like this? Okay, we'll put all our hydraulic pumps on now. Put our heats on. I'll put my... Yeah, I've got my bleeds, so I can... Oh, should put fuel into the engine, shouldn't I? What's my pressure like? Go AC packs. Set the isolation valve to auto. Turn... No! AP bleed gone. Pack left off. Pack... Yeah, there we go. So that engine's still starting. I might have clanked that start sequence, but should be fine. So, we'll quickly check what our master caution's for. That's for aircon, which is fine. We know why that's doing it. Positions, yep, so anti-collision should have been on. Oopsie. And we'll leave everything else the way it is. I can put right hand ignition gen on if I want, just for... Saves me forgetting to do it later, I guess. So, let's go places, do things. So, I want my... I should just be able to do it, yeah. Perfect. Oh. Okay, so we've got start to cut out both sides. So do APU bleed off. Gen on. Pack on. I'm just sort of doing this on my own. I don't like using the inbuilt AI ATC system, and I've not got the confidence to go back to VATSIM yet, if I'm completely honest. So we're just going to go and fly like this. We'll take this taxiway. Basically, we need to taxi to the end of 18 Charlie. That's what I do know. So the plan is just to take it down here. So auto brakes can go to RTO. Speed brakes can go to the arm position. Flap can go flap 1, flap 2, flap 5. We want V2 plus 15 on my takeoff speeds, which I have verified them, haven't I? Yeah. And 1. Oh, Index. Take off. Good job I looked. I have priority over that car. Question is, does he know I exist? The answer to that is probably not for that bus. He's just a land bus. I'm an Airbus. Well, okay, I'm a Boeing. That was a good joke. You know you liked it. Ooh, from memory, it's a right turn here. What am I doing? That was me trying to put landing gear up. No, gear down, please. Gear down. So, fun fact. I learned if you lift the gear up like that in 737-300, it will, or like classic, it will retract the landing gear, even though you're on the ground. And I'm now following a bus. Yeah. So on the 737, let's say the classic, if you need to take out the co-pilot CDU for whatever reason, you have to pin all the landing gear, and then so that turns into the lock effectively. And apparently it's a hell of a jolt, and the mechanic has to make sure. I call them a fitter that has to make sure they are very confident the landing gear pins are in. So there's that. Right, we were saying takeoff speeds. I'm happy with those. So 137 plus 15 is 143, which will be our climb away speed. Can enable auto throttle. Actually, I'll disable auto throttle. Flight director on my side. Flight director on your side. My flight director's master. There we go. Then we'll put our N1 limit on, our N1 on. Sorry, throttle maneuver. And then, yeah, I've landed on 18. That's 18 centre there, I believe. So it's a right-hander here for me. You can see it's quite uneven, which is interesting how the physics are handling that. And I'm going downhill. Oh yeah, no, the physics are having me speed up. That's fair enough. I want to go up alpha here, because I think that's the runway there. Uh-oh! Oh god, I'm still following that bus. It's a little bit of a crappy weather day here in the Netherlands, not going to lie. It's interesting, isn't it, that I've not really flown a Boeing like 737 for the longest of times. Yeah, I can still start it up. I can still just about operate it on the ground without getting in too much trouble. Same as I've not been to Amsterdam for so long. Now that I've been taxiing a while, APU is going to go off. So that's everything set up. Flight level I need to set is 33,000. 330. Seatbelts go on. Everything else does what it's doing. Interestingly, this aircraft's apparently qualified for ETOPS, which isn't. I've never known KLM use them for that, but yeah, it's quite fun actually. On social media, obviously, my social media profile, unless you look closely, I'm a cis female. As soon as I comment on anything aviation related, the amount of guys who like try and jump in, and I'm like, lads, I bat for the other team. Like, come on. Like, I appreciate the compliments there, but no. The answer is you do not have a chance. Okay, I'm going to do a left then a right here, just so we're taxiing closer to 18 Charlie. Yeah, that's 18 Charlie there. Is it? It says no entry, but it is 18 Charlie. Uh-oh. Brace! There we go. Only scrub 2 miles an hour in those curves. Oh, those turns. I've become so rail-based in terms of the way I think and speak. It's insane. Got the yoke lifted up fully. So, yeah, the aircraft's now configured. The only thing I can do is actually set this to 180. And since we're not doing a start, I'm just going to set an initial altitude. Yeah, 10,000 is absolutely fine. Everything else is set. What I can do is... Oh, dear God, hello. So, the reason that happens is I'm using On my T1600, I'm using the paddle at the back of the throttle to for my pedals. But when I look around, I use right click on the mouse and the two things collide. So for example, right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm paddling just like that, right? Continuing that motion. And then, oh dear God, help. Oh dear God, help. See what I mean? Okay, we'll just take the runway from here. No, I can't do that to myself. We'll pivot around, go back on the taxiway, and do this properly. Is it just starting to rain? It is. So we'll do our pre-takeoffs, I guess. Ignition's continuous. You can see now because I've released the throttle of the paddle, but because I've got my mouse depressed, it's not registered or not refreshed the position of that joystick. That's probably a better way to say it. So it's just something to be aware of, basically, because it gets me in some trouble in this game, and it's not technically my fault, even though it probably is. But you know, a little bit of citation over there. Right, we're going to go places, do things. So what we'll do, this is going to be a two-parter. So you'll see this part today, and tomorrow you'll see the other parts. Huh. No, it's literally just the view thing that collides with the throttle. No idea why. I don't know if it's because it's seeing it as a different controller. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to enter the runway here. We have takeoff clearance. We've been given it. We've been given our clearance. Roger, roger. What's our vector? Victor is the question. So, takeoff lights. We'll do taxi light off. Strobe and steady. No. Please help. And we're now ready for takeoff. So, had the word from the cabin. They're ready for us to go places. Clear. Yeah, I was just testing the indicator panel there for no apparent reason. We'll do 40% N1. Toga. Abort, abort. What have I not done? Okay. Is it the speed brake? It was the speed brake. So you don't arm it on this either. Fun. Cross-checked. Set the toe brakes. Landing gear up, please. So I should have this in heading select mode, which is that there. There we go. We'll nose over now. We'll do our VNAV profile. And do our LNAV profile. Okay, flap on. Flaps up. Okay, I'm going to enable the autopilot now. Command A. No, Command A, I said. Okay, back Command B. So we're now climbing out over Schiphol on our turnout. We're going into the clouds already, so there's not much to go out there and see. Just a reminder of how gorgeous this game is. Alrighty. And this aircraft, by the way, is named King Ida. So we'll hop into the back into the cockpit. The aircraft's now doing its thing. We're flying on course. Can set our range for 40 miles. So just fly out, and yeah. So the aircraft's in control. After takeoff items to be done. Landing lights, they go off already. I swear I turned those on. That's fun. Oh no, off is the other direction, isn't it? Ignition comes off out of continuous. Landing, oh, that goes to parked. Those are as required. The belt up sign's going to stay on for now, just until we get, we'll give them until 10,000. But I can try to release the crew from their seats. So our packs, our bleeds are set. Our things are set. Our cabin climb's good. Pressurization's good. And then, yeah, the rest of the aircraft I am happy with. So, what we'll do, this will be the end of part one. Like I say, it's going to be a two-part job. So, you'll come back in part two as we approach Copenhagen. It'll be, I'll let you know how long it'll be for me, actually. For me, it'll be approximately, break. Yeah, I'll set that to higher, but I'll be there at 12, so I'll be top of climbing, well, but yeah, it's not going to be a long flight today. But we'll, yeah. So we're just going to do VNAV and scroll up to 330. But yeah, it'll not be a long flight, but you guys will see us when we get there. We'll see us at top of drop as we do our approach plan for Copenhagen today. There you go, 33,000 feet we're going up to. Aircraft's climbing, thrashing it in climb. Flaps are up, landing gear goes off. There we go. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.